Once upon a time, but not so long ago, there was a man who used to help people with their money. He gave them ideas which they used to listen to without compromise and do exactly as he said. This man used only his intuitions, and all was going well for this smart man, of course, as more and more people came to him. But was it really helping those who were using their money? Fast forward a bit more, and we have some more smart men like our first man, who came up with their own ideas and intuitions. People now had a choice on whose idea they should listen to. The people had the money, but not the ideas. So these smart men came to power, and the people kept listening to their ideas and their smart decisions until one day there was a big boom called the internet and the information boom. Suddenly, people started getting smarter and had access to all the right things and all the information that they wanted to put their money to effective use. They did not want these smart people anymore. But this came with a small problem. They had too many things to choose and did not know which was the right way to go. So now, people had the money and the smartness, but too many choices. They were desperately looking for the right people with the right information who could give them the right kind of advice about the right kind of thing that they could do with their hard-earned money. Now, the question is, are there such people who can help? That's where we decided to step into the scene in somewhat a superhero kind of a style, if you may say. After all, we are known for our extraordinary achievements. And not to forget, we are the pioneers in providing individuals with the facility to trade online by offering customized online trading platforms and other services. We also offer innovative and well-thought-of solutions to help a person grow his wealth. So all that put together, we started thinking, how could we save this world? So we sat back and thought, what is it that people need in these times where there are so many products and producers to choose from? The answer is simple. Give them good advice and they will value you. But then the next question came to us. What is this thing called good advice? Advice is one thing that is freely available in the market, and that too by truckloads. So how does one give advice that is actually considered good advice? So here is what we think what good advice is all about. Number 1, good understanding of the customer needs. Number 2, good understanding of the product. Number 3, fair and understandable communication to the customer. Number 4, offering only high-quality products and solutions. Now that we know what advice is all about, we wanted to have the right people to give the right advice. So what did we do? We decided to transform. We at Geojit decided to form a team called the Investment Advisory Services, where we picked leaders from within our own cadres and transformed them into virtual gems. We started with extensive specialized training for each employee, filled with intensive studies, discussions, presentations, and market intelligence. After this, we put them through a 3-hour test and gave them a target of 60% marks to qualify as an investment advisor. What came out of all this is what the consumer has been really waiting for. Within Kerala, we now have over 300 qualified advisors spread out all over the state. These advisory supermen and superwomen have been empowered with the skills, the knowledge, and the intelligence to give apt advice to a consumer on what he should actually be doing with his or her money. But we understand that every service needs a good structure for it to function effectively. So we decided to make things a little bit more interesting. We split our teams into 3 groups. The first tier is the research team, which handles all the research-related activities of stocks, mutual funds, insurance, currencies, etc. This team will analyze all investment products and hand over the selected products to the next team, the central advisory team, which then chooses the best products suited for a particular class of customers on the basis of their profile, does customer segmentation, prepares short investment notes, etc. This information is then passed down to the third level, the advisors, who are branch employees and have undergone training and qualified in the internal exam conducted by the company. These advisors are to interact with the investors and, based on their financial needs, advise them on appropriate products. But we don't believe that training and passing in an exam gives us the knowledge we need day by day to make sure that our advice remains relevant and viable. So we now need to look at how this learning process can become a daily experience so that the consumer is benefited on a minute-by-minute basis. For that, we decided to empower our advisors with the power of the internet. The advisors now have access to the Advisors Portal, through which information will be disseminated. News analysis relating to economy, equity, stock and mutual fund topics, portfolio plans, etc. will also be available through this website. The advisors also have the option of posting their comments or thoughts, and we intend this website to be a one-stop shop for all of our advisors' requirements. So what do we gain from all this hard work from our side? We have the opportunity to cater to our client base of over 5 lakh investors. This service is primarily aimed at the investor who looks to build his wealth over the long term. The launch of the investment advisory services means that the advisors will first understand the need and then suggest investment products according to the need and the risk profile of the customer. Stock picks will be recommended only on the basis of fundamental analysis, while mutual funds will be chosen on the basis of its performance and other ratings. Being a responsible market participant, we strongly believe that advisory services backed by proper knowledge is the need of the hour for the industry and the capital markets as a whole. And together with our team of empowered advisors, we are sure that we will offer our customer the advice that they have always been looking for since once upon a time. We are not just empowering our own people, but the world around us as well, because that is our way of life. Geojit.